It is really varied. I mean, when I was in school, I didn't think that I was going to become a professional tree hugger, but that's where I've ended up. It's a great place to end up. You know, it's nice to get out of bed every morning and feel passionate about the work that you get to do. That feels like such a gift. And so my days really vary from meeting with local NGO partners or Indigenous community leaders who are on the front lines of trying to stop deforestation and forest degradation, to meeting with some of the world's leading scientists around the most cutting edge kind of conservation science or climate science that there is out there, to working with our brand partners, so large companies that buy either a lot of rayon and viscose or paper-based packaging, companies like H&M or Stella McCartney, and helping them to develop cutting-edge environmental policies. And sometimes it's working with funky, game-changing innovators that have just really cool technologies that are part of the path towards climate stability. So it really varies, and that's part of what keeps it fun. So when I graduated from high school, I went immediately into studying to become a physiotherapist. So I was on a kind of science and healthcare track. I was also an elite level athlete. I was a lightweight rower in New South Wales. And so those two things together consumed my post-high school and post-university years. But I always felt really passionate about the world's wild places and forest ecosystems. And, you know, Australia is so amazing with the smells and the sounds and the colours and the heat. And I think a love of wild places got woven into my fabric. And at some point I just felt like, okay, you know, this is a turnaround decade. This is a period of time where we need to be doing more to stabilize our climate and biodiversity. And why not jump on in and start an NGO that's really geared towards trying to drive solutions that are at a scale that's proportional to the problems that we're grappling with. Well, I've always been a bit of a jump in with both feet kind of gal. Surprise, surprise. So I started Canopy at my kitchen table with an $1,800 budget, and just really with a passion for wild places and a belief that we could be doing things in a smarter way, that we didn't need to be chopping down 800-year-old trees or koala habitat to make pizza boxes and t-shirts. And I just kind of figured that we'd work the rest out from there. And we have. It's been a really fun and exhilarating ride. And supply chains don't sound very sexy, but that's where the vast majority of climate impacts for a company lays. 90% of it lies in their supply chains. And if you look at forest degradation or human rights violations around the world, it's the supply and demand world that is often at the root cause of them. And so I started Canopy really to try and deal with the systemic drivers of forest degradation and deforestation. Yeah, I mean, the science is pretty sobering, right? Or depressing, depending on kind of your mood at the time. But nobody wants to join the army of the glum. And we don't have the time to sit around and feel immobilized by the enormity of the task. There are solutions that are available. They're here today. They're ready to be scaled. And so that's our mission, right? That's all of our missions in life. Our generations are the generations that will really kind of determine the future of our planet and humanity. And so in that respect, I choose to see it as a really exhilarating time to be alive, and what a gift it is to be able to actually do this work and to dedicate my life to it.